My first technology tool that I'm going to tell you guys about is a website called Nearpod. And this one is a really great website for you to use if you're wanting to assess your kids in kind of a more informal setting. Um, so this is kind of how it works is you can either create your own assessment or you can explore other assessments that teachers have already made, which kind of makes your job a little bit easier. However, I like the idea that they offer you to be able to make your own so that that way you can customize each test to kind of how you would like and what would fit your students' needs best. Um, so we'll go ahead and start, and I'll show you a little bit about how to make a presentation, and this will just be a quick glance at how to do this. Um, so how you'll see here is you'll see the setup of your slides. Um, so we have our welcome slide. You can preview that, and that's kind of what it looks like. So what you can do when you're ready to add your own slides is you'll click right here, click add content, and then what you'll see is you can add a slide, a video, audio, anything like that, kind of just to how you choose. So what you'll do is you'll create the slide, and like I said, I would use this as an assessment tool, so probably on every slide I would have a question, some options for answers, and the kids will go through and they'll just answer it. But at the beginning they'll type their name in so you'll know who's who, um, and each kid will take that test on their own. So then another option for you to do if you don't want to make your own is you can go to Explore. And on the Explore, this is where you will be able to see Nearpods that other teachers have made, which can save a lot of time. So you can scroll through and see kind of a little bit about what's offered. So for example, if I was teaching about the animal kingdom, I might look at this and we can preview it. So a lot of them will have those lesson objectives on there. A lot of them you'll see is throughout the slides if you're wanting to give your kids a quick review. That on some of the slides they'll have information that they learned. I have known a couple teachers that have used this if you don't have time to teach a lot before you start a unit. They'll have the kids read this on their own before, and so they'll go into that lesson that day or that week, and they'll know kind of a little bit about what they're talking about and a little bit of background knowledge. So what we'll do is we'll slide through, and this kind of looks like what this teacher's doing. And there's also other options that you can embed in your videos or in your Nearpods, which I'll show you a little bit more about those as they come up. So here's an example of another cool thing that you can embed within your Nearpods. We're still on the Animal Kingdoms one, and within it they have embedded a poll. So it says, do you have an animal at home? So then the student will go and they'll click on whichever one, and then it will show how many students chose each option, which is pretty cool. So then they go on. There's websites, so the kids can click on those to go to a completely different website. Here's another one. Okay, so then up here you'll see the quiz. So then this is where the teacher is going to take that data and kind of see who understands the topic. So then each student will go and they'll go through the quiz and answer it. So it looks like this teacher has broken up all of that information, so she'll do a shorter quizzes throughout, which might be good for the younger grades. I know my second graders would really benefit from that because it looks like there's a lot of information, and to be able to break it up into sections is really great. Okay, so in this one, here's another activity. It says draw an X in the corresponding column. So what they'll have to do is they'll have to go through and put X's in that table to show what they've learned. So then here's that quiz 2. They'll answer pictures. Okay, and here's the final quiz. So this you'll see that it looks blank because we haven't had any students take these quizzes yet. But you'll see in this column that all of your students will be listed here. Their scores will be listed here. And then over here you'll be able to see what the percentage of your students got correct, what percentage got them incorrect, and then what students did not answer. And I love this because you can see exactly what student maybe needs some extra support, what students have got it. It's really helpful, and the kids don't even know that you can see this or that it was a test. And so that's the end of that one. So that is the end of this video, and I hope you guys get an opportunity to go ahead and get on that website and kind of look around and maybe see how you could use this into your classroom.